Hello, all of you Hellions. Welcome or welcome back, whichever the case may be. Last week's shower curtain pick was 1985's House. This week's shower curtain pick is 1987's House 2, the second story. And here it is on the curtain. Right down there, House 2. This is a movie that I have not seen since I was a child, but when I was a child, my sister and I would watch the shit out of it. Which is why I was surprised to discover just how much about this movie I had forgotten. Heads up, there will be spoilers. Here we go. The house this go round is more like a castle. Like in the last, they did a great job making it look lived in. A young couple are giving up their baby. As they come back into the house, they are greeted by an old cowboy ghost who is looking for a skull. Guys, this ghost, or undead cowboy, which is more of what he looks like, looks amazing. They did such a fantastic job getting this guy put together. Practical effects for days in this movie, and they nail it. The couple, not knowing where the skull is, are gunned down by the undead cowboy. 25 years later, on October 30th, 1986, the baby, Jesse, has just come home, bringing his girlfriend Kate with him. Later that night, his friend Charlie and Charlie's girlfriend Lana show up. Jesse finds an old family photo album and sees a picture of the man he was named for, Jesse McLaughlin, his great-great-grandfather. Charlie sneaks up on Jesse and sees him looking at another photo of his great-great-grandfather holding a skull made of raw crystal. The grandpa had a partner in crime back in the day, a cowboy by the name of Slim Razor. Grandpa and Slim were trying to find a second skull that was said to bring eternal life and power. Before they could find the skull, Grandpa shot Slim and left him to die in the Mojave Desert. Figuring the skull from the picture must still be with Grandpa, Jesse and Charlie decide to dig him up. I've said before that if a horror movie is able to squeeze in a cemetery or even just a grave, all the better. I absolutely love them and what they do for the story. They dig up Grandpa and find the skull. But even dead, Grandpa is not willing to give it up. Luckily for Jesse, Grandpa, or
you can call me Gramps. That's what your granddaddy used to call me.
Is a real family guy. I love the look of Gramps. The makeup crew did an outstanding job. Now, Jesse and Charlie bring Gramps home. After placing the skull, Gramps explains there has always been something special about this house, that it is a temple. He then explains that forces of evil are always looking for the skull, that they must protect it, never let anyone touch it. Grampy is not all serious though. He likes to have a good time. Charlie takes him for a ride in his car, allowing him to drive, which he loves. And he's quite the ladies' man at a Halloween party. In this scene, Kane Hodder is the man in the gorilla suit. And then the skull is stolen. The guys find themselves inside a jungle inside the house. The effects here are a little aged, but I love it. It screams 80s to me. And in this jungle, we get two new friends. These guys are so damn cute, it's almost painful to look at. As a promotional thing, crystal skull nightlights and Catter Puppy figurines were sent out to theaters to give to the theater owners. How awesome of an idea is that? And you don't see that anymore. Too bad they didn't have a baby pterodactyl figurine. I mean, I would much rather have that than the crystal skull, but whatever. A misunderstanding causes the ladies to leave the leading men, but that's okay. On their search for the skull, they come to a temple, also in the house, where fortunately a virgin needs their help.
Now, is she a virgin? Because I've never seen one before.
This is Devin DeVasquez, a Playboy playmate. She had an idea that when she took this part, she would be naked in front of a bunch of male actors and was quite pleased to find out she would remain clothed. We get an awesome side character here in Bill the electrician. He just happens to create a hole in the drywall to an alternate universe.
Looks like you got some kind of alternate universe in there or something.
He also helps fight to procure the skull. What a stand-up guy. After all of this excitement, they set up an adorable family dinner. Just look at these guys. Unfortunately, they are interrupted by Slim Razor. You knew eventually this guy would be showing up. I've said it before, but this guy looks amazing. Check out this scene where he pulls the skull from his chest. Doesn't get much better than that. Now, in this house, there was a jungle, a temple, and now the Old West. I love the variety of sets used. They really went all out and they all look great. Gramps tells Jesse that Slim is the one who killed his parents. Jesse and Slim fight to the death and Gramps lets him know he always knew he could do it.
I thought for sure he'd kick your ass.
I just love Gramps. So, all in all, this movie is definitely not perfect. The effects are aged, a lot of them, especially when we meet our little critters in the jungle. But I think a lot of people who grew up with that kind of effect come to expect it and even learn to love it, which I absolutely have. The acting really wasn't bad. I felt that they did a really good job with Charlie, adding all of the comedic effects with him. I thought they did an amazing job with Grampy. His personality was just so much fun. I would have loved to have had him as my grandpa. Even though the ones I had were phenomenal. I could have had a third. Also, what I like is this is a standalone movie. You don't have to have seen the first to know what's going on in the second. You also get a lot of the goofiness that you did in the first movie, if that's your thing. Ethan Wiley, who did the screenplay for House 1, also did it for House 2. And he did it in only 2 weeks. And again, I cannot express enough how adorable those little critters were. Your pterodactyl and the caterpuppy. They just melt my heart every time they come on the screen. So honestly, I feel they did a great job with this movie. 3.5 coffins. So thank you everybody who watched these videos. I really do appreciate it. If you would like, go ahead, leave me a comment. I will read it and I will respond. If you do like this kind of content, why not subscribe? Stick around for a while, and I'll see you next time.